Hello, my friends. No idea how this is going to work, but I am feeling inspired to go freeform this morning. Let's see what happens. First of all, who is this reading for? Nine of Pentacles. Let's see. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is someone who is working alone, investing in themselves. It's a good place to be. What else does this person, what else can you tell me about this person? Oh, they're feeling stagnant. All right. If you're not relating to this, this is not for you. Let's see what else I can find out about what this is intended for. I only take cards that fall out face up, by the way. If they fall out face down, they are not part of the reading. I don't even look at them. Six of Wands. So, that's interesting. So you're trying to decide about going public? What are you trying to decide about going public about? Or are you just having success issues? Things are out of balance. Or are you afraid success will lead to an imbalance in your life? Another six. Six of Swords. Let me make sure that this is all in the frame. Okay. And we have a Knight of Swords. I have to tell you, the Knight of Swords in this deck is really unappealing to me. It is represented by the zombie ant fungus. As you can see, it's growing out of the ant's head. So the ant is infected and is dying, whether it knows it or not. So on top of that, we have the Four of Swords, which is a time of recuperation and rest, withdrawal. It could also be processing. You need to just take a step back, because the next thing that's coming is the end of a chapter. Of course, the end of a chapter also means you start a new one. So, that can be wonderful or scary or both. Anything else I should know? A Knight of Cups. So we have a Knight of Cups. Is this a different person? Is this a different person or the same person? Queen of Wands. That's a different person. Who's the Knight of Cups? Who's the Queen of Wands? All right, so let's talk about this. The Knight of Swords can be, obviously, swords, combative. Also reactive, fast, hot-headed, so temper problems. The Knight of Cups, on the other hand, tends to be much more intuitive, in touch with their feelings, and more of a dreamer, less likely to get things done. Then we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is charismatic, warm. This is upright, so we'll be focusing on the positive. So warm, attractive, walks in a room and everybody looks. The person everybody wants to talk to. And, very popular. So the question in my mind is, has this Knight of Swords evolved into a Knight of Cups? Which is interesting, because that's a big jump. There's not really a sign of an increase in maturity, because they're both knights. But the knight is working through all the elements. So to be a fully developed person, you have to have development in all of the areas represented by the 4 suits. So the cups are emotions. So if you're not in touch with your emotions, if you are in denial of your emotions, if you have bought into what society tells you about what you should or shouldn't feel, instead of going with what you actually feel, then you're not doing well in the area of cups. And unfortunately, this is true of men especially, but even women to some extent. Women are allowed to feel things, but some things are not allowed. Like, women aren't supposed to get angry. Men, on the other hand, aren't supposed to experience anything other than anger. So it's very unbalanced either way. But it looks like this Knight of Cups is interested in this Queen of Wands, obviously, because they're right next to each other. Perhaps the Queen of Wands is interested in the Knight of Cups as well. All right, let's see what else comes out. Switching to a different deck. Oh, we're doing the herb deck. The Herbal Tarot by Michael Tierra. What do we need to know about this Knight of Cups and Queen of Wands? The Devil. Oh my goodness. And the Moon. Wow. Okay. According to this, we're not supposed to know about them. There's a connection. So the Devil is something that bonds that can't be broken, but that can be an illusion. And the Moon suggests maybe it is an illusion. Or we're not supposed to know. And here we have the Six of Wands again. Six of Wands. It's interesting we have Temperance, which is about an imbalanced situation. And we have a Knight of Cups and a Queen of Wands. That's imbalanced right there. But why do we keep having the Six of Wands coming out? What is going on with the Six of Wands? Because that's the second time this has come out. Now we have the Queen of Cups. Oops. Hang on. Ten of Pentacles. Well, if there's another card down there... Oh, wait a minute. Here it is. That was sneaky. Landed off to the side and I just didn't see it. So, this would be the Hierophant. Queen of Cups. All right. There's been a lot of mystery. This has been a hidden relationship. But now there's this whole Six of Wands, so things becoming public. Perhaps the Knight of Cups is becoming the Queen of Cups, which is progress. So you need to progress from all through all of the court cards, although the knights can be seen as events rather than people. Still, if you look at it as the tarot as describing personal development, which many people do, then you do have to work your way through all of the elements, as I said before, but also you have to work your way through Page, Knight, Queen, Cup, Queen, King, through each element in order to master it. And there's no gender, no matter what the cards are named, or what image is on the card. They don't refer to gender, they just refer to a set of energies or functions. So this is this knight has to work through the more feminine aspects of emotions. So where the King of Cups can be has a lot of control over his emotions, the King can also be too controlled and cold. So the Queen of Cups is much warmer, expressive, that kind of thing. Ten of Pentacles is a very good outcome for your physical reality, your 3D life. So, this would be a settled, happy home. Look, we've got a castle. You're not just living in a shack anymore. So, you're feeling abundant, prosperous, settled, stable. And then we have the Hierophant, which is also a sign of stability and the status quo. It's interesting. I don't know, I'm just getting a feeling of a progression going on here. I'm not getting a sense of past or present or future. This is something that's taken a lot of time, or is taking a lot of time. So it could be you are working your way towards this, or it could be that you are almost there, or it could be you're way back at the beginning, at the Nine of Pentacles, doing the work on yourself alone, because that's how it works. A lot of the work that we have to do for ourselves has to be done alone. So this is all a very interesting situation, but the most important thing is, what should you do? Right? You're here for clarity or guidance. You're not here just to hear your story told, or maybe you are. I don't know. I always seek clarity and guidance. All right, so we had Midnight Magic to start with the mushrooms. Then we had the herbal deck with Michael Tierra. And now we are going to the Golden Wheel, which is based on Russian fairy tales or folk tales, by Mila Losenko. It's a beautiful deck. Okay. Clarity and guidance for my viewers. based on this situation, or wherever they are in this situation. Another 6. All right, it's pretty simple. And it's back to 3 cards again. All right, Queen of Wands. Or, sorry, Wheels. Sorry, Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 9 of Wands. So your advice is to be the Queen of Pentacles who is complete in and of herself, who has everything she needs within. And keep moving towards calmness. Keep moving through the difficult times because you've been healing, and healing is never easy. But so keep moving through the process. Persevere. It's not going to be easy. It hasn't been easy. You're probably feeling pretty beat up. But keep going. Keep persevering. Let's see what... I can give you an outcome card, but outcomes change based on what you decide to do or don't do, and since there's other people involved, that could be a factor too. Oh my goodness. All right. The likely outcome is a total transformation of your life. So, there you have it. I wish you the best of luck.